Hey, welcome back to GFL, and today we're going to be making traditional and pure Irish Guinness soda bread. Yes, it's amazing. Now let's get on with it. And here I have a saucepan in which I'm going to add butter. 3 tablespoons of butter, no less, no more. And the next one's going to be a bit bad. A little butter landed outside and I didn't wash it, so my apologies. And I'm going to use the 3 tablespoons of butter and melt them on the stove. And just make sure while melting it that your butter does not become brown butter, else you're going to have a bit more of bitter butter, which Betty does not like. So we're not going to use bitter butter in it. And we're going to melt it, and I guess that's it for the butter. See you later. And here comes the star of the show, star of the soda bread, which is going to be, I'm sure you probably might have guessed it, but I'm just going to add some drum roll. So wait for it. It is Guinness. Yes, Guinness beer, the traditional Guinness Irish Draught beer, and I'm sure it tastes lovely in bread. So I'm going to use 400 ml of Guinness. Normally a can is of 500 ml, but I'm just going to use 400 ml. The rest 100 ml I'm going to store it, and I'm going to use it something else. If you have someone who can drink it, make sure to give it to them, or you can bake mini soda bread out of it, or you can just add it and wait, or that's a bit long. So now I'm gonna add the Guinness into the butter melted, and lovely, it fizzes up so wonderfully. And now it's our step 3, coarse wholemeal flour. It is important to use coarse wholemeal because then only you're gonna get the texture. When the bread is done, you're going to have a nice bit of mouthy feeling in your mouth that you're eating something, and that's lovely. And we're going to use Demerara brown Irish sugar, around 3 tablespoons. You can add more or less. It adds a bit of sweetness and reduces the bitterness of Guinness. And then we're going to add some jumbo oats. I could not find pinhead oats. They would have been far better, but do it in whatever means you can. And I really enjoyed the oats in there. It has a nice texture. And then some walnuts. I've added around 9 to 10 pieces of walnuts, which I'm going to crush by my hand. Yes, it is a bit painful. And finally, maybe, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of some baking soda. Yes, and make sure you save it because it has lumps. And I guess that's it for the dry ingredients. You're done with the dry ingredients. Now you just give it a whisk up so that you have no lumps of baking powder, baking soda, and everything's mixed up. You don't want one side of the bread to be risen up, another not. And I'm slowly gonna mix it up. Mix the Guinness and butter with the dry ingredients. Make sure you mix it, you don't over mix it, and I'm gonna mix in parts. I don't know why, in case I have more Guinness and butter. So just to be sloppy, it needs to be sloppy. Batter should be sloppy. And now I'm gonna prepare my tin. So I have a lovely bread tin. I'm gonna dust it with some flour, and I'm gonna shake it up a bit, press the paper down so that it does not fly away and it sets properly. Now I'm gonna pour in the batter which I have made, and I'm sure one of the best characteristics of this soda bread is that when you pour in the batter, you can smell a lovely blend in, a marriage of Guinness and wheat. It makes it so wonderful. Like, I'm sure when I'm pouring this, my nostrils are flaring up with the lovely, wondrous smell of it. I would love to eat the dough raw. I could not wait. That is what it should be like. Now I've decorated it with some jumbo oats. And when they're baked up and the bread batter is bread, it looks lovely. It just looks amazing. The oats give it a nice bit of texture, and it looks kind of fancy. Pretty fancy. And I've added a long slice, top to bottom. It just makes it look aesthetic. I'm not sure why I do that, but I just do that. Now I have the stove at 160 to 80. It's a fan stove, so you can adjust yours accordingly. It should be around 180 for at least 35 minutes. I usually check upon it at 35 minutes to see if it needs more cooking or is it fine. And now I'm going to clear my mess, what I've made. I make a lot of messes. I bake cake without eggs. Well, that's true kind of, because I usually bake eggless. But sometimes I forget to add eggs and egg cakes, so I need to clear up my mess. And now I thought, why to throw away the Guinness? Because I'm a child and I cannot drink beer. Definitely no. So I made a smaller Guinness bread. A small soda bread which I waited for until the bigger one to come out. And then I added that in the oven for 30 minutes. It took a bit less because the size was small. And the heavenly smell. I just love it. I am dying for it. I'm willing to die for it. I'm just smoothing the top of this lovely, it was like actually kind of cute. And then I decided to do a little bit of photo shoot with it, with the mess I made, and it kind of looked amazing, cool and fun. Trust me, I think you should do this. And I had my other soda bread baked out. It had lovely strings of gluten and the smell was breathtaking. No, as I guess was, it could be lung taking or nose taking. But then I had my soda bread ready. I decided to slice in, and I had some butter, microwaved it. It was deliciously heaven. It was heaven. I could taste heaven. And I'm sure, I think you should go out in the kitchen, be it midnight or noon, go outside, go into your kitchen and make it right now. Bye. See you with it.